Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity, real name is Mark, and in today's video, we are going to be ranking all 18 Call of Duties based on how fun they are in 2025. From COD 4 up, by the way, because I didn't play COD 1, 2, or 3, and on top of that, they are like almost unplayable in 2025. So obviously, yeah, they would be at the dead last part of this list. But either way, yeah, this is literally, I want to make this so unbelievably crystal abundantly clear that it is like literally water. Like you can see through this for a mile if you wanted to. This is so clear. I am not ranking these games based on how fun they are in their like prime and their year, like the year that they came out, like how good they could be in 2025 if they were populated and there was no cheaters in them and stuff. No. That's the whole point of this video, as a matter of fact, is ranking them based on like how much fun an average player is going to go and experience these games in 2025. I'm also not including nostalgia, by the way, because obviously I have nostalgia for a lot of CODs. Black Ops 1 was my first ever COD. Black Ops 2 was one of my favorite CODs. So I'm not including that. I'm ranking it off of, imagine it this way. You are a new person to video games in general. You have never been on the internet before. You don't know anything about Call of Duty, but you know you want to play a Call of Duty first-person shooter. Which one do I think is the best one for somebody to buy and play in 2025 as their first ever like COD? Like, which ones are still fun, okay? Because a lot of these CODs, even though we think of them with rose-tinted glasses and we look at these games as great games, they are unfortunately either unplayable in 2025, there's no one playing them, there's too many cheaters, there's not a lot to do in them, and there's something wrong with some of these CODs. And so that's what we're ranking them based on today. Because for those who don't know, I've been playing all these CODs recently to try and get to Master Prestige in every single Call of Duty. I have a whole series on my channel doing that, and so I've been playing these CODs and going back and playing them, and some of them are less fun than others because of other reasons that we'll get into when we talk about them, obviously. So that's what we're ranking today. I want to make it clear before I get so many comments, because I know I'm going to get some anyways, but before I get every person commenting and being like, what, this guy doesn't like this game? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not that fun in 2025. Either way, song of the day is called 21 Questions by 50 Cent. It's an actual certified hood classic. Like this thing is so freaking good. It's from the back in the day. I guarantee you've already heard of it before, but you might not know the name. So go give it a listen if you haven't already. It obviously is rap music. If you don't know 50 Cent is a rapper by now, though, I feel like this might be your first day on the internet, so that's just kind of a surprise, but it is rap music. So if you don't like rap music, obviously don't listen to it, but I think even if you don't like rap music, you'll probably still enjoy this song. It's such a freaking banger. Also, before we get into it, I know I'm already wasting 2.5 minutes of your time. I'm sorry, I ramble all the time. For those who don't know, I always have like the longest intros known to mankind, but this one is for a good reason, because I just wanted to say thank you guys. We are getting like 3 times the amount of views as I have subscribers right now. That's insane. We are getting so many views. I'm getting more views than one of my other channels. And I have, for those who don't know, I have 2 other channels, and I've been doing those for like years now. And one of my other channels is getting less views than this one is right now. You guys are literally blowing this channel up. I'm getting nothing but positive comments. Sometimes I'll get like 1 or 2 negative comments per video, but that's fine when there's like 15 comments being super nice and supportive, and then one guy being like, I'm grunty. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. And so that's fine by me. I don't care. It's freaking awesome is all I'm saying. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are, I'm telling my family about it, and they're like, good for you. Like, you guys are literally awesome, man. They really appreciate it. But either way, let's get right into it with number 18. In my opinion, the least fun COD to play in 2025. Also, again, God, I'm so bad at this. We're only ranking it based off multiplayer, obviously. Obviously, COD Zombies is still going to be just as fun as it was in 2020 or in 2011 when Black Ops 1 first released, because it's the same thing. All right. Now that all that's out of the way, I truly am sorry, guys. I try my best not to ramble, and every time I start filming a video, I'm like, all right, today we're keeping the intro short. And then it just like happens. Somehow I get to like 2.5 minutes, and I'm like, how did I even what did I say to get to that point? You know, it's just, I don't know, man. I can't help it. Either way, 18th place in the worst COD, in my opinion, in 2025 is unfortunately Modern Warfare 3 from 2011. This is one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. I've said that multiple times on my channel. I freaking love MW3 2011. And so maybe that's why I'm so disappointed to see where it's at today, because I know how good it can be, because I used to play this game all the freaking time. And now looking at it today and seeing what it turned into is really freaking unfortunate, man. It really is. It's like actually makes me sad when I think about the game. It is, for those who don't know, you can go watch my video. I did a full 3 matches, unedited gameplay. Like, you can see me literally waiting in the lobby for the match to start. Like, it's unedited. I never freaking changed it and just looked for bad matches. And almost all 3 of those matches were borderline unplayable, not fun at all. I went from level 60 all the way up to prestige 20 with everything unlocked, and then when I turned the camera off, I went back to prestige 1, and I was like, okay, there we go, I can restart the grind again. And then I played one game and went all the way back up to Prestige to Prestige 2. Like, it immediately leveled me up in one kill. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't like that. And then on top of that, obviously the cheaters are spin botters, people shooting through walls. One time we were winning a game so much, we were at like 7,200 points to like 4,100 points. And then out of nowhere, an enemy, we just got the screen title. I thought we won because the match ended and we were 3 kills away from winning. And it said defeat. And I was like, whoa, what happened? Final kill cam is this guy literally just spraying through walls and killing every single one of us like 5 times over. It was like, are you kidding? It's so bad in 2025 and it sucks. However, coming in at 17th place is down here for a completely different reason. It's Advanced Warfare. And the reason why Advanced Warfare is all the way down here at pretty much dead last almost isn't because of cheaters. There's not that many cheaters in Advanced Warfare, as a matter of fact. It's because it's really freaking hard to even find a match in the first place. Dude, I was trying to play last night, and it was a Friday last night. I was trying to play on a Friday at 9 p.m., and I could not find a team deathmatch game. I'm on Xbox Series X2 where we have or reverse compatibility, whatever they call it. We have that where we can play with Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Xbox 360 players all at the same time, and I still couldn't find a match at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. I don't think it's really even remotely possible to find a match. The only times in the recent history that I remember playing Advanced Warfare has been a 4v3 or a 3v5 or something stupid because the game can't find players because there's just no one playing Advanced Warfare. So unfortunately, the reason why Advanced Warfare is down here is not because the game itself is bad to play in 2025, it's because you quite literally can't play it in 2025. And coming in at 16th place is kind of similar to that in a sense, but not exactly. It's COD Ghosts. Now, COD Ghosts has always kind of been looked at as one of the weaker CODs. There are people out there saying it's underrated, people saying it's overhated. Now, I don't necessarily know if I agree with that or not, but either way, in 2025, it is a very, very poor experience in my opinion. Reason being isn't because it's actually that hard to find matches. It's really not. There are definitely some players playing, around 100 players playing at any given moment, which is good. 100 players is enough when you think about how the fact that a 6v6 game is 12 players. That means that there should be around 10 matches in circulation at any point, so that's good. But the way people play in COD Ghosts is one of the most unenjoyable experiences in my personal opinion. If you like camping, and I'm not bashing on you for this, everybody has a different play style. If you enjoy camping and that's the style of gameplay you like, then you might like COD Ghosts because that's what people do in COD Ghosts. But COD Ghosts had some of the biggest maps in history, some of the easiest hiding places in history, and some of the best, easiest, lowest time to kill in COD history. And so that combination means that almost every match of COD Ghosts that you're going to play in 2025, if you like playing COD the way that the vast majority of players like playing COD, which in my opinion is running out there and getting into quick gunfights, dying and doing it over and over again, just that respawn, die game mode, you will probably hate COD Ghosts. It's just too freaking slow. It is so camper oriented. You'll go, every Call of Duty Ghost team deathmatch game goes the time limit instead of the score. It never finishes off of score. It almost always goes all 10 minutes, and that is just not fun for me. Okay, I realized that I'm freaking spending a minute and a half talking about each one of these entries. I gotta go a little bit faster here, or else this video is gonna be stupidly long for such a what should be a small video. But dude, I'm just loving this channel. Like I literally look forward to making videos for this channel, man. It is actually insane. Like I'm like so happy about this channel, man. I love you guys. Thank you. I wish I could give each one of you guys a big old mwah. Either way, coming in at 15th place is Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 is up here for relatively the same reason as MW3 is, but not as bad. I think Black Ops 2, again, still has cheaters. One of the biggest things that cheaters do in Black Ops 2 for some reason is teleport the entire match to the same spot, which is just kind of annoying. Like, it's not like really bad or ruins the gameplay or anything, but it's just like, why is that happening? As a matter of fact, it does kind of help if you're camo grinding in Black Ops 2 though, because you can just line up your headshots immediately and just start doming people right off the rip. But yeah, Black Ops 2 does have cheaters in it for sure. There are definitely cheaters in this game, and it is very unplayable. That's why it's at 15th place, but it's nowhere near as bad as MW3. Still not going to be a lot of fun for the vast majority of players though, which is really freaking unfortunate, again, because Black Ops 2 is one of my favorite CODs of all time. But you can get lucky sometimes, and there are definitely instances where you will play and you'd be like, wow, this is just as fun as 2012, but then the cheaters will come out and it'll kind of ruin it for you. And now coming in at 14th place is all the way up here for kind of a mixture of Advanced Warfare and COD Ghost. We're going to COD 4 and COD 4 Remastered. As a matter of fact, I know it sounds like I'm just coping here, that way I don't have to talk about COD 4 2 times, but I promise I'm not. It literally is like, they do feel like the same experience in 2025. It's crazy. They feel very, very similar. because both of these games, it's very hard to find matches, and once you do find a match, it is definitely one of the slower CODs. These maps are a little bit bigger than you would want them to be. Only real maps that like flow well and are fun to play in 2025 are maps like Crash, Bog, Vacant is pretty good in 2025, Scrapyard's good. There are a couple that are good in 2025, but did I just say Scrapyard's not in COD 4, is it? No, why did I say that? I don't think Scrapyard's in COD 4. Why did I? Either way, there are some maps that are good and some maps that aren't in COD 4. But again, it's just a really, really slow experience. Definitely not one of the funner ones. But it's not, I don't think it's as bad as COD Ghosts in the sense of how slow it is. And I also don't think you can still find matches, which is obviously better than Advanced Warfare. And luckily, there's pretty much no cheaters in COD 4 either. So that's also really good. And if you do experience cheaters in COD 4, just go to COD 4 Remastered. There's no cheaters in that one. Now, coming in at 13th place, also, I keep realizing that I keep saying there's no cheaters, but obviously that does depend on what platform you're playing on. If you're a PC player, I have no idea. There's probably cheaters there's cheaters in every single freaking video game on PC. You could play Dora Explorer Goes to Miami, and there's going to be cheaters in it freaking buying Hellcats and stuff to get Dora the Explorer's attention. It's there, no matter what you do in PC, there's going to be cheaters anyways. So I have no idea when it comes to PC. I'm talking from my Xbox experience, okay? Either way, 13th place is MW19. A lot of people look at this game with rose-tinted glasses yet again. A lot of people think that this is like one of the best CODs ever, and it's like so great because of Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy in MW19 was incredible. As a matter of fact, I want to do a video ranking all Search and Destroys in every COD game because obviously Search and Destroy is like its own thing. Even though it is Call of Duty, it's like its own subgenre of Call of Duty almost. And MW19 would be like first for sure. It was the best Search and Destroy we've ever got, in my opinion. It's incredible. And so everybody looks at it like that. But unfortunately, you can't really find Search and Destroy matches in 2025 anymore. So if you're going to play MW19, you're playing Team Deathmatch. And I don't know if you guys remember, but it's still the same as it was at launch, where everybody in MW19 camps in regular 6v6 games because that's what they were going for. They were going for a way to get casual players invested, and the best way to do that is to make it so that they can survive longer. And then the best way to do that is make the maps much more complex with almost like maze structures to them. That way people can't get into gunfights as often. And that's what happened with MW19, and it still is happening today, and it's a little unfortunate. It's still fun for sure, especially playing it here and there, but if like you're trying to like get a Damascus grind going or something, good freaking luck, man. I feel bad for you. Coming in at 12th place is really only here because I do think a modern COD person, like somebody that's used to modern Call of Duty, might not have as much fun as they think they will in this one, but it's World at War. There's no real reasons why I can say World at War is not that playable, and that's why it's kind of here at number 12. The next couple of entries are actually here for that reason, because they're, in my personal opinion, there's missing something that people are going to be looking for. World at War, again, you can play World at War, you won't really experience cheaters. There's plenty of people playing. It's not like a dead game. There's still plenty of people in those games. But I do think a lot of modern COD people, not even just modern COD people, but like people that haven't played old CODs in a while are forgetting the fact that there's really not much to do in my old CODs like World at War. I think you might get bored of it pretty quickly is all I'm trying to say. I think you'll play it and you'll like, because I know personally I do. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to people and act like, yeah, man, I play World at War and it's like great in 2020. No, man, I get kind of bored of it nowadays because I am used to a camo grind or unlocking new guns or battle pass or all this stuff to work towards that modern Call of Duty gives us, and World at War doesn't have much of that. And another reason why I do think World at War is a little bit not unplayable, but just not the most fun COD to play in 2025 is, unfortunately, the people that are still there, they're not cheating, but they have never left. And so these guys are freaking monsters at this game. I mean, think of it, dude, this game came out in 2008. These guys have been playing the game for 17 years straight. They haven't freaking slept. All they've done is World at War. It's freaking, they're demons. And I give them credit, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They're good for you. I mean, you put in the work, you put in the time, and you become the best in the world. That makes sense. But it's just, golly, I mean, you're literally, like, people joke about, oh man, in Black Ops 6, I'll have one good game, then I go up against Scump and Pomage. That's literally what you're doing in World at War. You're literally going against the best in the world. There are games where I look at the gamer tag, they're like ranked number 4 in the world in the leaderboards. I'm not even joking, like, because that's what they do. They play this game all day. And coming in at 11th place, another game where it's kind of starting to get a little bit riddled with cheaters, but I've said this multiple times and I'll stand by it. I don't think the cheaters in this game are that bad. It's MW2 2009's, the original MW2, obviously. There are cheaters in MW2. Let's just get that out of the way. Obviously, there are cheaters in almost every one of the old CODs. If there's not cheaters in an old COD, that means it's a really good experience. But the cheaters in MW2, again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, are kind of good cheaters. I'm not gonna lie. The way they do cheating in this game is kind of just makes the game more fun. I know that sounds like a disservice to say, but what they do in MW2 to cheat is they will make the matches be 9v9 domination games instead of 6v6 team deathmatch games. And then they'll do something where it's like no time limits. You just keep playing over and over. You could just camo grind and XP grind and just keep playing. And it's like the best map. They'll put it on like Favela or Terminal or Scrapyard, and just you can just have an absolute blast playing the game for as long as you want. And it's honestly, I don't mind that at all. I know it's cheating and it's bad to say that as a YouTuber, but I really don't mind it. It kind of makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. But the problem again with MW2 does lie in the fact that it is an older COD. Same reason why we said with World at War, there's not a lot to work towards. The hit registration's obvious. I forgot to mention that with World at War too, but yeah, the hit registration is obviously a little bit frustrating at sometimes. And then on top of that, obviously the people that are still playing are going to be absolute demons because they have never left. Same thing like we said with World at War applies to this one in that sense. So that's why I put it one spot higher. Although I do think Modern Warfare 2 is a little bit more enjoyable because, again, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the cheaters kind of make it a little more enjoyable. There are some times, though, in MW2 where you will come across a cheater that makes it bad. They're invisible, they're God mode, whatever, and that obviously is frustrating. Not as nearly as much as Black Ops 2 or MW3, but it does happen sometimes. And breaking its way into the top 10, yep, I think it's less fun than 9 Call of Duties, and it's the most recent one. It's Black Ops 6. Obviously, 9 times out of 10, the most recent Call of Duty is going to be the most alive Call of Duty with the lowest amount of cheaters. It's going to have the thriving economy, right? Because they're currently working on that Call of Duty, and that's how Black Ops 6 should have been. And it does kind of feel that way because obviously they're still updating this game and giving it decent updates. But dude, every time I play Black Ops 6, just part of me gets a little freaking frustrated. Like, yeah, there's a lot to work towards and maybe it's just because I kind of grinded this game when it first came out, got dark matter in it. Like I played this game quite a bit when it first came out. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's my fault. But dude, I don't know, man. There's something about Black Ops 6 that every time I play it, I feel nauseous almost. Like I'm listen, this is a conspiracy theory. People like to talk about it and say that it's either like some people will be like, oh yeah, it's definitely there, and other people will be like, it's not there. As somebody who's played COD since Black Ops 1, I think it's there. Skill-based damage. I think skill-based damage absolutely is a thing, and it is very, very frustrating playing the game and feeling like you easily should have killed that guy, and for some reason he 3-shots you with an XM4 and you like 10-shot him with a freaking KSB at point blank range and he's just walks away unscathed. That freaking frustrates me. There are so many other, like, there's the movement system, like the Omni movement. I understand why they added it, and at first it was fun, but nowadays it just means that the people that like are demons with movement are just demons with movement. It's not playable when they're like really good with movement. It is, I don't know, man. It's saying something when the new COD is all the way here at number 10. It is just not that fun. I don't really enjoy Black Ops 6, even though it is the newest title. Also, I want to make it abundantly clear, we're obviously going to see that this in the video, in the later entries of this video, but that's not me saying I hate modern Call of Duties. I do not like the skill-based matchmaking idea that they did introduce, and I obviously think that they are becoming a greedy company, but there's a lot of modern Call of Duties are still, in my opinion, fun, and we'll see that in this list. Like, I still think they're really fun in 2025. I want to make that clear before new gens get mad at me. Either way, coming in at 9th place is Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare is honestly really underrated, in my opinion. Like, this is the one, people talk about COD Ghost and how underrated that is. I don't think that is underrated. I think it was just not the best experience for a Call of Duty game. Infinite Warfare is truly underrated. If you like Black Ops 3, you probably will like Infinite Warfare. I'm not saying you'll like it as much as you'll like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is just its own thing. But if you enjoyed that, which, let's face it, dude, I'm sick and tired of acting like it's a bad game. It's one of the best CODs ever made. I'm freaking saying it. I don't care what you're gonna say, man. I love Black Ops 3. It's so much fun. If you liked Black Ops 3, which I feel like, again, the community consensus is that it is a good game, you will probably enjoy Infinite Warfare. There is the unfortunate slight downside that every time I play Infinite Warfare, I kind of notice, which is the guns. Dude, the guns just feel way too unrealistic. Like, Black Ops 3 had the perfect mixture of futuristic but still realistic, whereas Infinite Warfare, the guns, I feel like I'm almost playing like Titanfall or Apex Legends or something. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing Call of Duty when I'm playing with the Infinite Warfare guns. It feels kind of weird. The maps are also really forgettable in this game. There are definitely some downsides to Infinite Warfare, and again, same reason with that we talked about earlier with World at War also applies to Infinite Warfare for some reason. Every time I play Infinite Warfare, I have like a -7 KD. Dude, the people that are still playing Infinite Warfare are actually like cracked. Like, these guys are insane. All they use is Titan LMG, and they know every corner of the map. But it is, in my opinion, still a really fun experience. You can still find matches, and there's plenty of stuff to work towards, yada yada yada. Also, this is the first COD where if you buy the DLCs, which I think you should anyways, because you get all the great zombies maps, you get all the supply drop weapons. You don't have to buy supply drops to get the weapons, which is, in my opinion, awesome. Coming in at 8th place, another modern Call of Duty. Again, this is why I wanted to make it very clear in the intro before I get all the, people that are stuck in Nostalgiaville in my comments, that this is based off 2025, because 8th place is Black Ops Cold War, another modern Call of Duty. I'm not saying this is one of the best CODs of all time, but yeah, in terms of playing it in 2025, I do think this is going to be one of the more enjoyable experiences, because it's still alive. It's still alive. There aren't people that know every nook and cranny of these games. They know the best meta and exactly where to camp. I mean, they are there, but you're not going to experience them as much as you will in other older titles and stuff. There are no cheaters in Black Ops Cold War, at least not on Xbox, and it's still a pretty fun experience. You can still find Nuketown 24/7 games. You can still have fun, and since there is such a small pool of players, but there is still a good enough pool of players to find matches, skill-based matchmaking doesn't really work that well in these older CODs, and you can pub stomp quite often, honestly, if you just use a meta gun or something, and you can do really, really good and go on crazy kill streaks. The other day I was playing and went on a 25. Dude, I suck at COD. You guys can watch my live gameplay on my channel. I am horrible at Call of Duty. I love it, but I'm butt cheeks at it. And I went on a 25. The only reason why is because I was using the MP5. It was just fun, man. I don't know. I think Black Ops Cold War is still pretty fun, and it's good. I like it. And coming in at 7th place, again, obviously, I want to make this abundantly clear now, I guess. I probably should mention this in the intro, but pretty much any COD that isn't the modern COD is going to have a lot of, the best players on that game playing against you, because obviously the vast majority of players have moved on to the most recent Call of Duty. That's kind of how it works, right? Everybody just buys a new title, plays a new title, and that's pretty much what happens. But the people that don't are the ones that stay with the game. So yeah, Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is really fun, but again, just like every single other COD we talked about so far, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with some of the demons. Some people that are level 1000 using the Cordite, absolutely smacking you, are gonna be a little bit annoying at sometimes, but Black Ops 4, in my opinion, is a very fun change up. Now, Black Ops 4, the reason why it's at number 7 and not a little bit higher, though, even though it has a ton of content, ton of DLC weapons, all this fun stuff you can do in the game, Black Ops 4, the one thing I will say is it's also just not really a game that I have ever found myself getting addicted to. Call of Duty, that's why I like COD. Every time they come out with a title, I almost always get a little addicted to it. I can't help myself but play it until I do everything that you can in the game. I don't know why, it just happens, and I feel like that's how all of us are. We don't like to admit it to the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is like, COD players are such noobs, they're such fake gamers, they're such idiots, but we all kind of love it, we all kind of get a little addicted to them. Black Ops 4 has always been that COD where I never really can. However, whenever I do come back to it, I enjoy it for an hour or two, hop off, and then I don't think about playing it for the next week. And then next week I'll hop on it again, and I'll be like, oh yeah, it's pretty fun, hop off. And that's just how I feel with Black Ops 4, man. It's a fun game. I think if you go play it in 2024, you'll have a good time. And coming in at 6th place is, in my opinion, the best of the OGs, the best of the quote-unquote golden era of COD games to play in 2025, Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 does not have almost any cheaters. I don't think I've ever run into a single cheater in Black Ops 1, and it's almost always very fun. And then on top of that, for some reason, even though there's obviously people that have never left the game and there are sweats on the game, don't get me wrong, they're definitely still there, I feel like even those sweats are not that great at Black Ops 1. Almost anybody can be pretty good in Black Ops 1, and have a good time with this game. It is very fun. There's not that many campers either, thank God, because obviously campers in the older CODs is a major problem for me. It's a fun experience. Now, the only reason why it's not higher is it is still obviously a dying game. You're still only going to be able to find team deathmatch games. It'll take a while to find them. Sometimes if you're a night owl and playing at 3 a.m. or something, you might not be able to find a single match, or you'll find a 4v4. So yeah, there's definitely still some reasons why it's not the best for 2025 gameplay, mainly just being the player count, but it's still a really fun experience. And there are also, again, the obvious idea of the fact that there's not too much to work for is also there, because that's pretty much every older COD though. And coming in at 5th place is another one of the modern CODs, obviously, because modern CODs are still populated. It's Modern Warfare 2 2022. As a matter of fact, Modern Warfare 2 2022 is if you want to do good in a COD game, and you're a decent player, I say I'm bad at CODs. I don't think I'm horrible at them. I just think I'm a decent player, but I get slammed by the demons, right? If you want to just have a good experience as a decent player, I actually do think this is one of the best CODs for you, because I feel like everybody playing MW2 2022 is kind of a noob. Every time I play it, I get really good gameplays and have a really good time. The only reason why it's not first, obviously, is because Honestly, man, if you're gonna play MW2, why not just play MW3 at this point? It's a little bit more populated, not as dead as MW2 is, and it has all the guns, all the maps that MW2 has, but just in a better movement system and a better sound system and everything. And so I do think that that game is just worth it more. MW3 is, at least, but MW2 is still, yeah, a fun experience. You're not going to run into any cheaters. You'll run into a couple sweats here, there, and everywhere, but it's not as bad as anything else. And again, it still obviously has all the painful stuff that we hate in modern Call of Duty, like skill-based matchmaking in the store and all that. But again, since there's not that many players in it anymore, the skill-based matchmaking can't work as well as it does in Black Ops 6 to ruin your experience. And it's pretty fun. I don't know. I enjoy the game. And here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of people mad with this one. Trust me, I made myself mad with this one. Honestly, I'm not even joking. Dude, I have mentioned it multiple times on my channel, I should say. Excuse me, I just burped like 5 times. I mentioned it multiple times on my channel. I freaking hate Vanguard, dude. I played Vanguard when it came out. I got to Prestige like 1, maybe Prestige 2, I don't know. But I didn't get that high and then never touched it again until recently because I wanted to make this YouTube channel, obviously. So I was like, oh, well, if I'm going to be a COD YouTuber, I better know what I'm talking about and be able to play these games. And so I started playing it recently, and I'm having a good time with the multiplayer, man. I don't know. I kind of am enjoying it. There's a very, very big hurdle that this game has, though, and that is getting over the realism factor. Every one of us, myself included, wanted this game to be a World War II shooter. And it is as far away from a World War II shooter is as Infinite Warfare, if I'm being honest. Like, this game is just, dude, okay, yeah, you got the guns and you got the maps, but nothing else about this is World War II at all, man. There's a laser gun. You can use the EX-1 from Advanced Warfare. You can use that in this game. That is obviously not World War II in the slightest freaking bit. Nothing about Vanguard screams World War II to me, and so it is a letdown in that sense. But dude, the same reason that I said with Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare 2 apply to this one, where it's like, it's a modern COD, so there's still populated servers, but it's not just like you're running into just sweat lords 24/7, because most of the sweat lords are on the true modern CODs, Black Ops 6 and MW3, and so it's a fun experience, honestly. I have a good time. But I am so happy to say this, and I promise this is not just my personal bias coming in. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think that this is going to be the 3rd best COD to play in 2025. It's Black Ops 3. I've mentioned it multiple times on my channel, and I actually think I even mentioned it in this video because I can't go like 1 minute without glazing Black Ops 3. But Black Ops 3 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I love the zombies and I love the multiplayer. Campaign is actual butt cheeks. I think I'd actually rather just watch like two birds going at it all day long, like naked birds too, without any feathers on them. Like, it would be, I'd rather probably do that than play Black Ops 3's campaign. It sucks. I'll be the first to admit it, but the rest of the game is freaking peak. I love Black Ops 3 so much, and in 2025, I'm proud to say it's still really fun. I will say though, Black Ops 3 actually does have cheaters here and there. Now, it's not bad in the slightest bit, and they're only really wall hacking. I like, they're not freaking like spawning you in front of them, giving you all these levels, all the annoying stuff like Black Ops 2 and everything. And you can very easily get away from them because this game is very populated. There are still a lot of people playing Black Ops 3. It's very easy to find team deathmatch games. Dude, I found a search and destroy game in Black Ops 3 the other day. Like, there are still people playing these games. They also have like double XP weekly events that change every week that are also pretty populated. So you can play those and have a nice change up from just team deathmatch, which is, in my opinion, awesome. I love that. And then obviously you have a ton of stuff to work towards for whether it be dark matter camos or supply drops to get DLC weapons. Obviously, yeah, supply drops to get DLC weapons is annoying. Don't get me wrong, that nobody likes that. But honestly, man, at this point, at today's day and age with skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion, skill-based damage, you can say what you want about it. I think it's there. But with all that stuff and freaking the store having Nicki Minaj skins running around week 1 after a release of a new COD, new events that you have to play the event or you can buy it and just get all the stuff for free. Honestly, supply drops are looking more and more every day like a great thing, in my opinion, dude. Like, yeah, it's gambling, and obviously getting kids addicted to gambling is not great, but it's a rated M game anyways, man. You're supposed to be 18, gosh darn it. And so if they're playing it, that's the parents' fault. But coming in at second place, I know I just went on a rant about why I don't mind supply drops over modern Call of Duty tactics, modern Call of Duty money grabbing tactics, I should say there, instead of talking about why I actually like the game. But either way, second place is World War II. Yeah, freaking COD World War II. Oh my god, this one came out of left field. Dude, when I started making these videos to like play COD, modern, like all the CODs in 2025 for my channel and everything, I went to go play World War II, and when World War II came out, don't get me wrong, I definitely played it. I got to like Prestige 3 or 4 or something in World War II, and so like I played the game, but I forgot how much fun this freaking game was, man. I've been playing it recently. I went from level 1 to I'm almost Prestige 2 now in like 2 weeks on World War II, dude. I'm having so much fun with it, and Shipment 24/7 servers are still playable. Like it's still a very playable game too. Like it's very populated. There's a ton of stuff to work towards, dude. You can get all the camos, obviously, all the attachments, obviously, but then you can obviously prestige like normal, but you can division prestige, which is honestly kind of fun to work towards. You have all the calling cards and everything, and then you got supply drops, but you have supply drops in the perfect way where you also get armory credits, and if you spend 5,000 armory credits, you can get a DLC weapon. Dude, I've gotten like 7 DLC weapons already. I can name them off the top of my head. I got the Sterling, Nambu Type 2, NZ41, AS44, ZK383, lever action, there's a couple other Ribby rolls, the EMP44, and then I think there's one more. So actually 9. I think I got one more DLC weapon so far. But yeah, dude, I've been getting DLC weapons out the wazoo. It's fun. I'm having a great freaking time. I don't know, man. I really am enjoying in playing World War II. I think in 2025 you will have a great time too. Yes, there is the unfortunate Irma EMP Satchel C4 charged sweats in this game that make it really unplayable at sometimes because you just can't leave spawn and it's so annoying. But if you get into a match without those guys, it's a fun experience. But yeah, in my opinion, first place, it's kind of a no-brainer, honestly. I play it almost every day because Black Ops 6 is just almost unplayable. It's MW3 2023. I know people are going to get mad at me because they're like, oh my god, he put the most fun COD as a modern COD. Like, that's heresy, right? Like, you can't say that modern Call of Duty is fun anymore. Dude, I don't know. I have a lot of fun playing MW3 right now. I really am. There's a lot of stuff to do in the game, whether it be armory credits to unlock like new perks or new attachments or the Jack variants or even new guns in general, like kill streaks. There's all kinds of stuff to do. There's all the camos to grind for, obviously. There's the zombie camos to grind for too, even though zombies isn't fun, don't get me wrong, but you can grind for those if you want to. But then obviously there's the interstellar grind itself. But then the best part about it is it's still populated, but not brand new. So skill-based matchmaking can't work overtime. You'll still get skill-based matchmaking, it's still there, but it's not as bad as Black Ops 6's are. So you get a lot of the times I notice that I do better in MW3 than I do in Black Ops 6. I have like a 1.3 KD in that game, and I'm not using meta guns. I was using the Sidewinder yesterday. That thing is butthole. I'd rather use a toothpick than use that thing to kill my enemies. Like, it is horrible. So I'm just using weapons that I want to use and just experience and try them out and just have fun with them. And then on top of that, it has all the MW2 guns in it, which in my opinion is awesome. It has an insane amount of maps. There are all kinds of different game modes you can play. I was playing Infected the other day while recording a video. I was literally recording a video playing Infected to get armory credits because it's easy to win games, obviously, of Infected since you win almost every game. So I was just playing it just to, like, in the background to get some armory credits. I was playing Infected. There's so many different, there's like small map mosh pits, search and destroys matches. You can play whatever you want in MW3. And I do think the movement system in this is almost as best as Call of Duty has gotten. I think Black Ops 6's movement system is a little bit more annoying than this one. The Omni movement kind of ruined it, honestly. I love the movement system in MW3 though. The only thing that I do think is annoying about MW3 is obviously it is a modern Call of Duty. You still do get to see all the greed that modern Call of Duty has. All the guns feel exactly the same, which I've complained about multiple times. And there are definitely, still some instances where you'll notice that this is definitely modern Call of Duty. This isn't the Call of Duty I've come to know and love. And that obviously does kind of ruin it sometimes. But in my opinion, in 2025, if you're looking to pick up Call of Duty again, you haven't played it in quite some time, and you want to start somewhere, and you're like, what game should I play in 2025, Mark? I would recommend MW3 2023, man. I really do. I have a lot of fun with it right now. I think it's at the best state that a Call of Duty game is at currently, if that makes any sense. There's just, I don't know. I think like for example, World War II is a second place one, and I love World War II, but there is the Irma EMP users that can ruin your experience. There's been multiple times where I log on to MW2, load into some shipment 24/7 to try and get some camos in that game, or to just complete some armory credit challenges so I can hopefully buy a new DLC weapon, and immediately am greeted with a satchel charge and an Irma EMP directly in my face. And it's just like, it just kind of ruins it. You got to go look for a new match, and it's just kind of annoying to do things like that in World War II. And I still think that's second place. So like MW3, I don't know, man. For right now, and again, I'm not saying this is the best COD of all time. Please, for the love of God, understand that, man. Understand that this is just my opinion on which ones are fun to play in 2025. Because in 2025, I think MW3 is right now the funnest. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video, ranking all 18 Call of Duties based on how fun they are to play in 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels and any like great mumbo jumbo. And again, I know I've said it like 5 times already. You guys are probably like, okay, Mark, we get it. But I just want to make it abundantly clear yet again that this is just ranking them based on how fun I think you would have if you're like a new player that's never touched COD before, don't know about all the nostalgia and all that stuff in 2025. Like, which one's going to be your best experience? I'm not saying MW3 is the best COD of all time. Please, for the love of God, get that through your heads. It's not what I'm saying. Before people get mad at me for that, I do not even think MW3 is in the top 5 CODs of all time. Okay, I don't think it's that good. Okay, I think the original MW3, which placed dead last in this list, by the way, keep that in mind. The original MW3 is definitely a more enjoyable experience when it first came out. Like, it's a better Call of Duty overall than the new one is. Okay, so like get that, like that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not a video ranking them all based on like which ones are the best CODs ever. Okay, I just wanted to make it very abundantly crystal clear. Also, this video is going to be like literally 30 minutes long, so sorry about that. I just kind of started talking and couldn't stop. I don't know. I kind of just like got into the talking mood, I guess. So sorry that the video is longer than I expected it to be. I expected them to just be like 1 minute long entries. Each one of them is just gonna be like a 20-minute long video or something, but it's probably gonna be closer to 30, maybe even 40 minutes, honestly, if I don't wrap up this outro here pretty fast. Yeah, but you know what, let's wrap up the outro really fast. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.